I want to talk about another piece of comic book news before getting into some other movie stuff. I want to talk about Blade. So I like talking Blade because Blade is one of the African American characters, or traditionally played and displayed as African American. And there's a lot coming out about him right now. So Jeff Snyder, who was with Collider, he posted a tweet saying that Mahershala Ali, who's playing the new Blade, he's disgruntled. The script is only like 90 pages long. They only have like 2 very weak action scenes, and he's frustrated at the process that they're going through. It's September 29th, and they're supposed to be shooting this movie in November, this coming November, and Kevin Feige's attention can't be given to this film, and he is too spread too thin is the words that they were using. And I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's all true. But then I looked into it a little bit on my own to see if any trades were reporting it besides Jeff Snyder. Jeff Snyder is a credible source. I don't want to make it seem like he's not credible. But I wanted to see if other people were picking it up as well. And nobody was at the time. But what people are reporting on is the fact that they lost their director. Their director is no longer a part of the project, so that kind of spun into the Mahershala Ali stuff, and Jeff Snyder did break it first, because now, you know, a day later after I saw that tweet, now I'm seeing a bunch of other trades doing little articles and breakdowns on it, and I have something linked in the description, but it's probably more directed or related to the fact that the director is gone. Regardless though, I hope they get this right. It's only going into production this November, which means you still at least a year out before we see any kind of footage, before we get release dates and all that stuff. I really hope that they give this thing the attention it deserves, because Blade, Wesley Snipes elevated that character so much to the fact that Mahershala Ali has to do, in his movies, his franchise, his leg of that character has to do so much and has to do so well that, man, it needs the attention. It needs the attention of Kevin Feige. It needs the full effort of Marvel Studios, because I just don't see them being able to put out a subpar product with that character. There's a high standard. It's kind of like the Spider-Man franchise, as far as, not really, because, you know, Spider-Man's been carried by a bunch of different people over time, but if you're gonna go from Wesley Snipes, and which was an iconic trilogy of Blade, truly, if people don't know, Blade is the trilogy of movies that kept Marvel afloat as a company, and we wouldn't have anything today if it wasn't for the success of those late 90s Blades movies. Like, man, I really hope that they give this thing all the love and care and attention that it deserves, because it has a high bar that's already been set by Wesley, and Mahershala Ali is a great actor, nominated for several different awards. It's like, it would be such a horrible situation, such a sad thing for me as a fan, to see the Mahershala Ali character or actor play the Blade character and have it not be good. 2 action scenes and 90 pages of script is just, I hope that's all rumors and not necessarily true. But, you know, who knows? I think if you're really current on the MCU, you know that the Blade character was linked to the end of Eternals and that post-credit scene, but it's still so far out before we see anything. I really hope that they can get it together. I just thought that becoming a thing that's worthy to be discussed and worthy to be talked about here on the channel. Do you feel like Blade is gonna actually come together well, or are people getting nervous about nothing? That's kind of the thoughts that I hope they get nervous about nothing when it comes to the Blade story.